Alright, hi guys, welcome to this video. Today, this is a new video which I decided to put up with regards to me finding out some more things with regards to the actual matrices and the payouts and such. This is basically a follow-up video on a previous video where I discussed the importance of cash flow inside of this business, guys, and I explained with the two different parts of just being paid, and that it is a business, and obviously you should treat it as a business, that it has income and expenses, and you should run it in a specific business manner. So if we just quickly look at the channel, you'll see right here on the right hand side down below in the actual box, let me just get this up a little bit like that. Now let's go and just find that video. Alright, here it is, guys, this one, which is 14 minutes and 11 seconds long, which says very important just being paid matrix and obviously cash flow video. That is a video that you should definitely watch, because the one that I'm going to cover now is going to basically touch on the same type of stuff as well. Alright, so inside of your business, obviously you've got, as you can see, you've got the JSS or the matrix side of your business, alright, which is on this side, and you have the actual tripler account on this side. Alright, so it's two separate entities. So let me just jump over to our drawing tool here. Let me just get my drawing tool out. So here we've got, on this side we've got the triplers, alright, and on this side we obviously have the matrices. Now everything is basically working together, but still they are two separate, let's call it two separate entities, alright. So on this side we have the 2% earnings that we are generating, alright, and on this side every time a matrix basically cycles, you know that we get $60 out of it. Alright, that's what we make on this side. 2% obviously on this side, guys, and obviously $60 on this side. Now, this is how it works. Obviously, all your triplers are running, for a 75-day period. So these dots are triplers, and they are all running this way to a line here, which has a 75-day expiry period. They are going to hit this line, and only every fourth one is going to basically go through. Alright, so let's say this is the fourth one. Alright, it's going to basically go through that line and enter into the matrix side. Now that matrix, it's going to give you a matrix, a blue U position like that. Alright, and it's going to give you a first level of positions, and it's going to give you a second level of positions. You obviously only focus on this level here, which is the number 1 and the number 2 spot in your number 1 level. Alright, that is where your focus should be. So when this matrix actually cycles, when it fills up with other people's positions and perhaps some of your own triplers, this matrix is going to cycle and it's going to pay you $60. Now that $60 should be used in the following manner, and this is the way it should be done. Now, since the $60 is basically cash flow, guys, you need to use that cash flow in the following manner. So let me just clear this stuff out and let me explain how you should use the $60. Alright, guys, so let's say you have now obviously received that $60. Alright, one of your matrices has paid out and you have $60. So what you should do is, since that is cash flow, it's obviously going to lie inside of your JSS account balance. Alright, as what you need to do is use this in the following manner. Since this is a business, you want this one system on this side to feed the other one on this side, and basically continue growing your business, and then you can start withdrawing on a daily basis or every other day, depending obviously on how you want to go about withdrawing, and if you want to withdraw at all in the beginning. So basically what you need to do is, from that $60, alright, I'm gonna put it in two separate amounts just here on this side for simplicity, since I don't have another space to put it. So just bear with me. I'm gonna say we wanna break that $60 up into the following two amounts. We have a $40 amount, alright, and an actual $20 amount. Now, as covered in previous videos, we know that we want to spend at the most $20 on one matrix. Alright, so we want to spend, if you have received a matrix, and that's your level number 1 here, and that's your level number 2 here. Sorry about that, let me just get that done like that. So here you've got 2 spots. Alright, and here you have another 2, and here you have another 2. Alright, so you want to use this $20 to go and buy placements here, alright, and upgrade them to premium. You want them to be at least premium, guys. Now there's a new thing coming in called obviously the platinum level, where you can upgrade your positions from premium to platinum for an additional $2.50. alright, but you won't want to do that all the time, guys, because premiums is sufficient enough in my opinion. But anyway, basically this $20 amount that you have here out of that $60, you want to spend it here. You want to spend it here on another matrix. If you don't have another matrix, simply just leave it in your JSS account as cash flow, which is then there available, which you have set aside for your first 2 positions, that you can basically buy placements and upgrade them to premium for that $20 amount. The $40 amount, you simply reinvest that. You reinvest that into your tripler section, basically buying more triplers, which obviously in that sense increases your daily income. And that is what you want to do, because everything basically, guys, revolves around your triplers. Alright, if you have no triplers, you have no daily cash flow. And the less cash flow you have, the less you're going to be able to achieve with your particular business. So obviously your triplers grow. The more your triplers grow, the easier your matrices is going to cycle. So you need to focus on building your triplers. So daily you will receive a 2% amount. Alright, that 2% amount is continuously growing all the time. Okay, due to you compounding your money. So let's say you reach an amount of, let's say, 150 bucks. Alright, that you're making on a daily basis. What you want to do is either take a third of that amount and move it towards your JSS account, alright, for cash flow, basically, alright. And if you want to get to the point of withdrawing, you can, let's say, every third day, take the whole day's daily income out of your whole account and set that aside, just note it on a piece of paper, leave it inside of your JSS account, and then at the end of every week, you can withdraw that amount, obviously, out to your payment processor, alright. Let's say STP, Solid Trust Pay, or Alert Pay. Alright, it's totally up to you what you want to do, how you want to do it. So you definitely don't want to withdraw every day, because I mean the withdrawal fees is just simply too high to do that. So guys, this is what you should do. When a matrix pays out, you get $60. You should take you should break that $60 up, reinvest 40% immediately into your triplers again, so that you grow your triplers all the way, alright, and the 2% that you receive every day, compound it, reinvest it back into more triplers, alright, until you have reached at least $150, and then start, withdrawing a third of your money either to your JSS account and basically leaving it there and let it compound until you have, the week's funds, and basically withdraw it to your Solid Trust Pay or your Alert Pay, or obviously, as you guys know, you can also use Liberty Reserve and Perfect Money. So the other $20 that you've got left, go, and if you have matrices, guys, don't let it sit there in your JSS account. Go and spend that 20 bucks on buying placements and upgrading them to premium. The longer you wait to do this, the longer it's going to take you to cycle this new matrix that you still have waiting there to cycle and pay you $60. So this is what you need to do. Simply take the $60, divide it by into those two figures, reinvest 40 on the tripler side and reinvest $20 on the other side. Basically giving you cash flow on both sides, giving you income on both sides, and then it's your decision what you want to do, with the daily income that you have. If you're going to take every third day and withdraw it towards your Solid Trust Pay account, or if you're going to leave some of it for more cash flow for your matrices. Guys, there isn't a hard and fast rule. It's really up to you as to what you want to do. But I hope you guys that this video has produced some value for you. Alright, and if it has, guys, leave your comments below, and we'll see you in one of the next videos. Cheers.